We're looking good. We're looking very good. And I'm so in love with this car. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 2. So, we all know what happened to the last couple of episodes that eventually became episode 36, and I am hugely sorry for all of that. Honestly, it really did upset me, the fact that I'd done all that and then we didn't really get anything to look at for it. So, here's a quick look at the cars that we won, because we didn't take a look at them in much detail in the previous episode. We have the mental HKS R33 Drag GTR, 1011 horsepower, does 218 miles an hour. We also have the also balmy Mines Lancer Evo 5. Not as crazy as some of the Skylines and things that you see, but still, a 413 horsepower, four-wheel drive Evo is a really good bit of kit. Next up is the Skyline GTR R34, of course the Mines edition car. Very fast. Four-wheel drive, 618 horsepower, pretty much the same spec as the R32, but of course a much more up-to-date version. And then this. Now, I've seen a lot of different versions of the TVR Speed 12, and it looks different in every single one I see, but it's 807 horsepower as standard, and it's just nuts. I've not driven it much. Admittedly, after the last episode, I did play about with it, actually. That wasn't included in the last episode recap. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a minute. And then we have the ZZ2, which is effectively the race car version of it with the rear wing. As I said in the episode at the time, which you didn't hear, I am a big fan of the fact it's got a rear wing on it. I think it looks gorgeous. However, I don't like the colour really, but there's no point in me getting rid of it. Anyway, I want to show you something very quickly, which is what we did with the Speed 12. Or what I did with the Speed 12 anyway. Yeah. Now, I could never remember the official speed of this thing. However... Oh! Okay, so I didn't save it after I did it last time, so you're in for a treat. Let's go. I thought I'd saved the game since doing that run. I did a run around here in it, basically, just to see what it's like, and we're not even in it. Well done, Chaz. Well, here at least you get a look at our RX-7 LM. Very cool car, very fast, very nimble, but not a TVR Speed 12. Let's try that again in the right car, shall we? Listen to this thing as well. Yep, it's mental. It is mental. So there's 200 mile an hour. And we still have 6th gear to go. It wobbles like mad around here though. Look at the state of it. It's so loud. Ready for it? Let me know in the comments before I do this what you think it's going to get to. Just type it in now. And we can get around here and still accelerate. Yeah, it's mental. 244 miles an hour. God, it's just a demon of a car, isn't it? Yes, my name is Chaz. 244.7 mile an hour. Incredible. Now, I've not driven this on a racetrack or anything yet. I don't really know where we're going to be able to use it even. Maybe we'll have to just mess about with it for some fun later on. But we need to get into the main chunk of this episode now, which is going to be a lot of fun, to say the least. You know, this is an episode I've been looking forward to for a very long time. We've got a really quite absurd amount of money in our bank account right now. I'm just going to, while I go through these menus, bring up the car list and show you what there is. Because what we're going to do is buy a car in the background. So you'll see there's a number of them on that list that have sort of lines against them where they've not been filled in yet. And in just a moment, I'm going to reveal to you the first of the cars that we are buying, because it is one of those cars on that list. Here it is. It is the Renault Laguna V6. Front-wheel drive, front engine, 190 horsepower in Glacier White, 32,000. Thank you. Well, we're going to do her up. We don't own many European cars, but we're going to do this up to the works. We are going to just throw everything at this. Just use that money up. Racing exhaust on, 208 horsepower. Sports brakes, 5 grand. Remap, NA tune-up of 65 grand takes it to 357 horsepower. Not sure I want to spend 65 grand. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to spend 65 grand on the car. 357 horsepower Laguna, front wheel drive. Sound familiar yet? I'm sure you know what's going on. The engine balancing just took it to 370 horsepower. What's Port and Polish going to do? 380 horsepower. I still can't find a car that we can do this to, though. Not a clue. Give it a racing gearbox, lightweighted flywheel, triple plate clutch, and you can't put a carbon drive shaft on it. Then we need to make it handle nice and flat. So we're going to put some semi-racing suspension on it when I can click on it. Some sticky tyres, but we're going to go for hards. And then we're going to start weight reduction. We have spent a lot of money on this Laguna. And it's not over yet, because for any of you that don't know, in this game, racing modification on a number of the cars turns them into cars from the British Touring Car Championship, the Super Tourers from the 90s. This livery isn't the most accurate, it doesn't have Renault on the front of it, and it seems like some of the textures are a little bit off because, I mean, look at the front bumper. There's like a fog light in the middle for some reason. Not quite sure why. However, it's got the yellow strip on the window, which is really cool, and this racing modification costs £82,000 rather than 85. Not a clue why, but we are doing it. We have a Super Touring Laguna, and that is because the championship that we are now going to go into is the Super Touring Car Championship. I cannot wait. I've wanted to do this since the start because I knew that you can get these cars in this game. It is time to finally get going, and I can tell you that a number of the other cars in the list, a number of them, are the rest of the Super Touring cars that you can get in the game. Without further ado, let's get it underway at Apricot Hill. Psych! We bought a Nissan. We've got a Primera touring car. Look at it. Yes, it's my favourite BTCC car of all time. There is a Laguna in the race, but no, we're in a Primera. We've done it up all the way, and look at this grid. We've got the Peugeot 406 in front. We've got the not quite accurate Honda Accord on the right. There's a team of Lagunas, so it's Tim Harvey and Paul Radicic. And there is, of course, the Laguna. Wait, did I just say there was a team of Lagunas? The noises are great as well. They actually sound like touring cars. You get that throttle body style grunt from it. Now, the cool thing about this Nissan when you buy it is that you can change the colours on it, but you can only change the colour of the windscreen banners. See where it says Nissan there and Primera there? You can change the colour of the windscreen banner from red to blue. Now, Leroy Aiello used to run with a red windscreen banner in 1999, and he is one of my favourite British touring car drivers of all time. He won the championship on his only appearance in 99, so I always run his number 23, and the red banner where I can. But look at this, fighting with the two Peugeots at the moment. Now, the Laguna had a considerable amount more power because this is a 4-pot. Laguna was a V6. Just looks so cool. Let's just push him, shall we? I don't know why he slowed down so much. Whoa, maybe that's why. Oh, and Reedy's off. Hey up. Now, Apricot Hill is a circuit I really enjoy. It's quite the challenge. It's really hard on Gran Turismo 3. Oh. Oh, the cutback. Aiello's done him. Bye, Radicic. Or should I say Radic? Oh, well. That's just late on the brakes. Oh, the Toyota's gone through. Where's the Laguna? Why is it at the back? I love that Toyota. That's so cool. Looks like a Levin, doesn't it? Oh, I didn't even change down another gear. I'm not focusing. I'm just enjoying myself. They sound so good. They sound so good. Get around, get around. Oh, it's not quite that sort of noise that you'd get from an old touring car, but it's the typical understeer that you'd get from a touring car. Peugeot's off, Accord's off. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought I could carry the speed. Clearly not. Should have changed down to third in hindsight. Doesn't stop this. But it's great out the corners. So good out the corners. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Oh. That wasn't great, was it? Neither was that, but to be honest, we're looking good. We're looking very good. And I'm so in love with this car. Laurent Hello wins. So what do you think? Super Tourers on Gran Turismo 2. One of the coolest things. I also love that it's actually classed as a Nissan Infiniti and it says Primera all over it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at it. How cool is that? How cool is that? The money's not amazing, but, you know, we still get cars and stuff for it, so it's progressed in the right direction, but oh man, doesn't that look just amazing? The next one's at Trial Mountain, and we are going to squeeze that one in before the episode comes to an end. I've actually been recording for quite a while because of obviously buying the cars and doing it up and so on. If this episode does run a bit short, it's probably because I've overestimated, but that'll be my own mistake. So next one. Oh, there's a Honda thing. A Jack Civic. That's cool. There's also, I think we've got a teammate, and there's another Primera, the older shape Primera at the front, a blue one. And is that an Accord of some sort? Oh yes, and the Nissan's in the blue as well, so it's like teammates, proper teammates. Oh, I've hit the Honda, sorry. This is just what you need, isn't it? A game that handles as well as Gran Turismo, but with super touring cars in it. And look at that Primera. How awesome is that with the big square rear wing on it? Oh, I keep thinking it's got more revs in it. I was hoping to get a closer look at that thing. That's fast in a straight line. Oh, lean in. Around the outside. Nope, understeer. It's cool that they actually got the licensing to use Vodafone on the car as well. So it's got most of the branding pretty spot on, to be honest with you. Although the Vodafone logos do these weird things where they like have a white glow around them. And they show up at the same sort of, as if they're in the same light no matter where you look at them. I hope you can hear me over the game right now because its music is very loud. I did turn it up at the start of the previous episodes actually. That was one of the things that I changed with my audio, is I noticed a lot of my streams and a lot of my videos are really quiet. So apologies for the sudden increase in volume compared to my last stuff, but yeah, I just noticed that everything I was doing was really quiet. It turns out that on OBS, what I was considering loud with my microphone and stuff was actually at like minus 20 decibels, and that's a big difference. So I've got it more closer to like -5 and -3 now. What a move that was for the lead. Get off the wall. Oh, he's sneaking. But we're doing alright here. We're doing alright. Oh, we're not doing alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no. Big overcorrection. Look at the Civic. The Jack Civic. It's so cool. I keep hitting the limiter. Ah. Committed to the outside there, like an idiot. Oh no. Flipping out. Hell of a save, but it's not going to help us in the long run. Well, thank you. This is such a cool championship to have in this game, though. A proper touring car series with really good-looking race cars. I just got away with that. Oh no, got in too hot there. It's going to have to be one hell of a last sector. What's coming up next? That Toyota Exif thing. Oh, that was nice there. That was really nice. Civic's taking the lead. Yes, got a good run there. Hey, that Civic's fast. That Civic is really fast. Don't know if we're going to beat him or not. Oh, not if we do that. Oh, oh well. Beat the Primera to the line. Oh, well, looks like we're doing that again. Look at that. Look at the grid. That's so cool. Well, we'll try that once more, shall we? Got two of the Toyota Exivs in the field. Looks like we've got a teammate at the front of the pack. And two Accords. So it's all Japanese cars. Oh, around the outside, lovely. Whoa, that was late on the brakes. One of the X-Divs nearly goes in the rock face, goes in front of us. Cut back. Yes, love it. Let's have the Accord off, a little bit of a lift in there. Nissan 1-2. Oh, he's got the red windscreen banner though, it's an imposter. Hey up. Well, Nissan's 1 and 2. Love it. The order's going to change though, I can tell you that. It's so stable on the brakes, that's the best thing about it. I mean, we've spent way too much money on this car, but at the end of the day, if we would have bought it as a race car, it would have cost probably about as much as we've spent in total, so I'm not too upset about it. I mean, just the final racing modification and the final NA tune alone are like 140 grand combined. Oh, wow. Oh, we're absolutely blitzing this, but this usually happens the second time we do a race when we know how the car behaves at a certain circuit. Then again, we did this circuit quite a lot, didn't we, in our MX-5? Like, a lot. We went around this place many a time. Like, too many times. Mate, that felt insane through there. We're not completely dropping the field, though, you know. They're still not too far behind. I think I'm going to turn the game music off, you know, and have my own music underneath it. It's an extra element to the video that I don't want to have to add, really, but the game music's a bit too loud, and I don't want it without music completely. I don't want it to just be silence. Either that or I'm just going to turn the music off while I'm racing, because it detracts a little bit from the car noise, you know. The cars sound great without. Maybe we trial that in the next episode. Whoa. Come on, Leroy Ello. You got this. I think our teammate's third. There we go. It's a win for Nissan. Get in. So, touring cars. Well underway with touring cars, and I am in love. In love. This is one of the best things about this game, that you can get these sorts of cars in it, and we will get the set. We will get the set. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they all are yet. We'll come to them one by one. But that's all for this episode. We'll check out what cars we've won in the next one, mess about with the music maybe and just turn that down slightly. But thank you so much for watching. I'm really, really glad to get this back underway. Apologies for the issues in previous episodes, and I will see you next time round.